Mr. Toploaded Gaming, the fucking garden gnome who thinks he's intelligent.
Hey everyone, Trevor at Toploaded Gaming. So if you didn't hear about it, if you missed out on it, Tipster was demonetized today.
Frustrating news out of YouTube today.
Commentary is dead.
AugieRFC was mass demonetized out of nowhere. Tipster, the same situation. But at the end of the day, I really don't give a fuck anymore because I got a really weird feeling, folks. I got a feeling that YouTube will be after me here soon because, I mean, who haven't they come for at this point?
Earlier today, I had the unpleasant news to wake up to that my friend Tipster, well, he was demonetized. A fate very similar, in fact, the same to my own.
YouTube has recently decided to demonetize his entire channel.
Basically, a lot of critical commentary channels are facing a bit of a fucking issue going forward.
Commentary is dead.
And Tipster's monetization status is being revoked. I don't even know what to say.
Tipster, another one of my close YouTube friends, has been demonetized fully on his channel.
My channel has been demonetized.
There's also the issue regarding rapid copyright abuse on the platform that YouTube has done nothing about.
I understand that I broke the rules and that I am sorry.
Commentary is dead.
Almost 3 weeks ago now, AugieRFC was also demonetized. Now, Augie made a video today, and what he pointed out to was the harassment and cyberbullying policy. Specifically, the line that states, creates content that harms the YouTube ecosystem by persistently inciting hostility between creators for personal financial gain. This could also apply to anyone that makes commentary videos. Tipster and Augie both covered Suzy Lou, and if this is related, certainly we can expect to see more channels demonetized. I am enraged by this. A lot of people will probably think, what's the big deal? You just can't, they can't make money. They can't make money. What the fuck do I care? That's wrong. Their channels are being throttled now. They're not going to be allowed to trend, to grow naturally. I mean, pretty much if you don't have a link, a direct link, or, you know, just spreading by word of mouth, your channel's not going to grow. You're fucked. Not only that, but it seems that you can and will also get community guideline strikes, and eventually they'll just ban you outright. If you don't stop doing this shit, if demonetization is not a deterrent for you, like Augie said, he's just going to keep on making his content or whatever, they'll eventually just put out these guideline strikes, and eventually they'll just fucking ban you outright. It's that fucking simple. This is effectively censorship. I don't know how else to say it, unless both creators and the internet as a whole steps up and pushes back against YouTube for this. Commentary's dead. What happened to people? What happened to this country? I remember one single video was taken down by YouTube to protect Tom Cruise and Scientology, and it caused countless mirrors of the video, and eventually it ended up shining a spotlight on Scientology.
Hello, leaders of Scientology. We are anonymous.
Causing worldwide protests. Can we ever be united enough to do something like that again? Are we so divided that we want to censor anyone and everyone? I mean, where did we go wrong? Now, I'm going to say this now because I feel like it bears repeating. Unless you believe in freedom of speech for your worst enemies, you don't believe in free speech at all. There are really no yeah buts in that. Other than calling for violence, doing something illegal, there are no exceptions. Yeah, but this video is going too far. I mean, 40 videos. Right now, you're the person I mean. This is why YouTube is so fucked right now. Updating a story is not harassment. Let's say you agree with YouTube that they should have stepped in, that they should have demonetized both Augie and Tipster. Let me make this point to you. YouTubers are public figures, and if you don't agree, how is it that they have fans? They get bothered in the public. Some transition into other mediums like TV, the music industry. YouTubers are public figures, and that means they can be criticized, especially when someone like Suzy Lou breaks terms of service and the law by issuing false copyright strikes. Now, if people may have missed it, Keemstar was also temporarily suspended monetarily and was seemingly forced to apologize because of his re-upload.
I have been suspended from the YouTube partnership program for 2 weeks.
Despite the fact that he heavily censored the video. So this point I want to make to you. Let me also address YouTube. The odds that Tipster and Augie being demonetized is not related to Susie Lou. Whether she is directly responsible, that remains to be seen, but I don't see how this situation going on with Susie Lou is not the reason these channels were demonetized. So with that in mind, hey YouTube, hey Matt Halprin, you think maybe about a year ago when Susie Lou first started false copyright striking channels, maybe you could have stepped in, much like you did with Keemstar, and said, hey Susie Lou, you abused the copyright system. You'll be suspended now. You need to take our fair use class and publicly apologize for your false strikes. You know, the legal processes you started under false pretenses, those legal processes you conducted in bad faith. Apologize and enjoy the suspension. You know, maybe all these videos, all the fallout would not have transpired in the first place. Do you think Susie would have continued down the same road had you done that? Do you think people would have repeatedly called her out for her contradictory copyright abuse, causing all the shitstorm to happen with the anime community? Do you think that would have all happened had YouTube yourself stepped in and just got her to stop issuing false strikes against people and to apologize? I mean, if you're willing to fucking do it to Keemstar, why not Susie Lou? Could have saved a whole lot of fucking shit down the road. When have we heard of someone getting held responsible for their false copyright strikes? I mean, I've been on the platform since 2007. I can't recall anyone really like made an example. Now, maybe it's not coming to mind, and you know, to be fair, I'm not even looking. But I cannot remember someone actually being held accountable for their false copyright strikes, especially when those copyright strikes are to avoid criticism, and that is readily apparent. Now, in Augie's video, one thing Augie and Bull Blacks was apparently questioning was whether or not this bullet point in the harassment policy was new or not.
Now, speaking of YouTube's guidelines, it looks like YouTube might have changed their rules recently, and people recently noticed this one bullet point here.
I looked on the Wayback Machine, and it's not a new rule. This rule was added onto the harassment and cyberbullying policy update on December 11th, 2019. I honestly don't know what to think of this platform right now. I mean, truly, I guess I think it's fucked. We're all fucked. Because who cares, man? First, they came after Alex Jones, and a lot of people said, well, yeah, but these are just attempts to fight misinformation, so nobody really fucking stood up. A while back, they took iDubbbz's Content Cop down. Nobody really seemed to make a fucking fuss about it. They demonetized Tipster and Augie. And if this is any indication, their scope will only widen. How long before critics cannot give bad reviews? Those reviews affect employees personally, after all. How long before the Quartering cannot build a new shed from his Brie Larson videos? How long before we can't talk about Neil Druckmann and the decisions he made writing his game? If you all want to pretend like we aren't being censored, that's fine. At this point, fuck, I expect it. But imagine for 1 second how great it would be if everyone made 2 back-to-back Susie Lou videos in unison on their channels. I say 2 because, fuck, we don't even know what the fucking scope and range of this is. I mean, how many videos do you have to make before you are considered strikeable, whether that is demonetizing your channel or getting a community guidelines strike? So, to be fair, two videos for now, right? Everybody upload 2 videos, and don't be mean. Just explain that YouTube is currently enforcing their bullying policy to creators they abandoned by not helping, and tweet the videos at Team YouTube. Ask other creators to make their own video, even if you've never made a video before, even if it's an audio clip. Anything is better than nothing, just no reaction. But I know this is cringe, expecting people to care about virtually the only place left that we have a voice. Fuck me, right? Lastly, I want to say to Smash JT, who implied these channels were trying to drive Susie Lou to drinking bleach. You realize she came out and said that she clickbaited that whole entire thing, that it was just some fucking joke for views. By the way, Jeff, your channel is just as guilty under these newly enforced rules. So you better hope people like us stand up for you so maybe you don't end up getting demonetized. Or do you not care about that? I fail to keep up with your opinions, they change so much. I cannot believe you had the balls to make a video about it. You catered to what YouTube has become. But anyways, that's going to do it for me. This is Trevor at Toploaded Gaming. I'll see you next time.
Commentary is dead.